John had his big 60th birthday weekend where he streamed, I think, 5 times if you're really counting all the different streams that he did. But he might, well, no, actually, that would be 6 because there were 2 before he went to dinner and then 2 after, but only because he didn't pay his internet bill. So he had to start up another one when he got back from dinner. And then he did one the next day before he started drinking. And then he did another one the next day after he started drinking. And some of them were lonely. Some of them were full of guests. There was a lot of fallout from it. He made money. He was very proud of himself. He came up and said he made $1,500 on just the Saturday, his birthday alone. So he was very proud of himself. And Adam, we, of course, did an emergency episode about this on Sunday. We had Point Double Point on Monday covering this. But I haven't been able to talk to you about this yet.
This was one of the rare times where I was not feeling bad for him, but I was like, how much lower can a person go? It was really sad and hard to watch at some point. So I was like, I'm not going to cover it. I'm not going to touch it at all. But then it kind of circled back around and became so sad that it was worth noting. So I put together my 3 favorite saddest moments from this stream.
Okay.
To be played in any order. It doesn't matter. It's all just a nightmare.
Well, let's start with number 1 because that's the way I like to go in order.
There's my buddy Jace. I almost want to ask him. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a good one. Big 60. I'm sure you're probably drunk somewhere. Yeah. It would be, matter of fact, I was on my 60th. Didn't want to get old. God bless and enjoy. I love you too, buddy. That was nice. Whoa. Duke's got a lot of friends.
Oh, no. So the only thing I can make out from that text message that he got, which on your birthday, you tend to get a few text messages.
Yes.
Normal people do. And so John's like, oh, look at this. I have a friend who just came in. Didn't really say it like that. But the only thing I heard was, you're probably drunk and won't know what's going on right now. That was the first thing the guy wrote to him. And that's the only part that I could decipher that he read. And he goes,
and he agreed. He was like, yeah, I am. What's going on with his jaw, too? It's very...
called cocaine.
Oh.
Yeah. I think his buddy Hitman Dan, there's speculation out there. I'm not saying this. Other people are saying
I'm saying
it. Yeah. Producer Chris is saying
I'm goddamn sure.
There is speculation because John was up way past his bedtime on Saturday night. And he didn't like the steakhouse. I guess he didn't have much of an appetite at the steakhouse for some reason. Interesting. And his jaw's going nuts on these shows. So there's some speculation that Hitman Dan showed up with a little booger sugar.
I love how we just believe that he went to this fine dinner. None of that shit happened. That's why I think he shits on it, because he just makes it all up. And he doesn't want to sound like he's bragging too much. Nobody took him out for a steak dinner. Hitman Dan got him a bag of blow, and they did it. And that was it. Like,
that sounds like a better time.
Yeah. When you say it like that, yeah. Kind of does.
I honestly think he did go to this restaurant. Am I crazy?
And my theory is he had a great time and a great meal. And then he complained about it because he wanted people to feel sorry for him.
Yes.
And get more super chats.
Yeah, Chris was thinking about this after the fact. He's like, if he just showed up and just like, yeah, I just had an amazing meal. Things are great.
Yeah.
Then people wouldn't want to like pity him and throw him some money. So he had to be like, the steak wasn't very good. And golly gee, the pasta wasn't great.
Steak and pasta?
Yeah, I know.
Chris, you must be right, because the only time we've seen him genuinely happy was when he came back from that evening with Kate.
Right. And he lost his phone.
Didn't care.
It didn't bother him at all. He's like, my iPhone could be anywhere in the world. Whatever. I was at a girl's house.
I slept in a girl's chair.
I saw her bed before she
and
slammed
I met
the door.
a German friend on the train.
Yes, the German friend. Yeah, he was really living it up that weekend. Well, speaking of which, you labeled this one "Living the Dream."
Yeah, everything worked out exactly the way he wanted it to in life.
I'm parting the hairs. Do you imagine yourself at 60 drunk and alone? Well, yeah, I always imagine myself drunk. When I'm, home alone, I mean, why not? As far as alone, well, I just got done hanging with a bunch of friends. You know, so what do you want me to do?
Get drunk, I guess.
I just watched the movie I wanted to watch, Final Tap 2.
Hold on a second. I know I've seen this clip, but I don't think I've commented on it. Is that proof? What John always talks about rewatching these movies over and over again, because they're probably like one of those streaming services that is free or it's over the air television or something.
Yeah.
He just bragged he watched the movie he wanted to watch. I can't tell you now. I am married, so there have been times. I can't tell you how many times I've watched a movie I didn't want to watch.
Right.
That's fucking crazy. If I live by myself, I've never watched a movie I didn't want to watch. I watched the movie I wanted to watch. Well, you're having a really good birthday then. Good for you.
They let me choose.
It's crazy.
So, I
there.
don't know, man. What do you think? Listen, don't leave me now. I'm just going up to get a beer.
Wow. Whoa. Let me just grab this.
Tell me the way to go home.
Oh, God, that song.
I'm tired and want to go to bed.
That song was in his head all weekend. So he's going up to snort another rail. Is that the idea here?
Yeah.
I think so.
He usually brings several beers with him.
Yeah.
It's the one thing he preps.
That's true.
It wasn't to grab a bite of his leftovers.
All right. Here's the final saddest moment of the weekend, according to Adam Bush. This is out
Stick
of
with
body.
it in the beginning because it's a little silent, but
Okay.
it pays off.
Okay.
Oh, this is great. John is totally inebriated. Oh, this is great. This is an emergency. Just do it, okay? Fucking hell. So sad. Anyway, give me thy orders, my Duke. I'm a big fan from Sir, and just found all these BS shows. You're my general. I live in Buffalo.
Wow.
New York will deal with your enemies if you say so. Unleash the beast, Duke. It's unleashed. All I ask is that you help me because everybody else is against me. Skill! I didn't even feel like doing a show, but so fuck it.
Yeah. That was like, I really could use some money.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, I think I listed 3 reasons on Point Dabble Point why he shouldn't be inebriated on his stream. The first one being his family and how he's embarrassing them. But yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I love how that clip started because he's just kind of staring off in the distance and then he realizes I'm going to make fun of him. So he just starts making, trying to get out in front of it.
He can hear you.
Yeah, I'm in his head.
Yeah.
You're right.
That
He's
was
arguing
wild.
with you.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Emergency show.
You called it, John. I couldn't resist doing an emergency show on that. That was a debacle. All right, Adam. Well, that's good stuff. Let's find out about what happened with the fallout from the weekend that he had. He had a lot of guests on these different streams, and they don't get along with each other.
Yeah.
It's interesting how that works. This is from the Dabblers Anonymous subreddit, and the title on this is actually very funny. I'm going to dive into what's really going on, but it says John finally addresses his 3 children for once. So that's the context of this clip.
So here I am turning 60, and now I got 3 people who are mad at me because somehow I hurt their feelings. But it's my fucking birthday. I mean, does anyone give a fuck?
Why would we? Why would anyone care about your birthday, John? He's so insane. He's such a child.
That clip is from when?
That was probably Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, because we hadn't seen that when we did the Sunday.
Right. Oh, yeah. No. Because a lot of the falling out happened Sunday night.
Right, but we had already covered how much his birthday covers when it comes to bad behavior, what you can get away with. And he's still going with it.
Yep.
It's my birthday. I can treat people like shit.
Right. And what he's talking about here is he has 3 friends who are mad at him right now. Rob Saul, Clay Dabbler, and Ashley Cummings. And John is beside himself. He comes on his show yesterday, and he's having a hard time figuring out what he did to these people. All he did was have these people on streams, and, you know, Rob Saul's going hard in the paint against Avariza, and Ashley Cummings hates Keanu. They had this big falling out over their dumb show they did together that nobody watched. And so you have all these people with all these feelings. We don't talk about this enough on the show, and I give Patrick Melton a lot of credit for this. I think he brings it up more than anyone. Everyone's in their fucking feels so much. It's like, are these adults that we're dealing with? We have to like go to the playground and be like, what did Billy say to you? Well, that was very mean. Did that hurt your feelings? I bet it did. Like, gives a fuck. Get over it. This is stupid internet bullshit. Why is everyone up in their feels? And John's beside himself.
I don't even know who hates who anymore in this fucking world. I really don't. It's fucking hard to keep track. It changes all the time. I just can't stand people like Clay Dabbler who fucking decide to take a side without even watching the whole show and without even knowing the facts. In fact, Nasty Neil, Rob's buddy, was the one who pointed out to me that on the Saturday show, I asked Rob if it was okay if I let somebody on. But a guy like Clay Dabbler, he makes the assumption, the allegation that I don't let other people on. Like I never warned Rob. I never asked Rob's permission.
All right, let me explain how dumb this is.
Okay.
And I promise you it's worth it. I promise you this sounds so petty and stupid. But what happened is Rob Saul was brought on John's show twice, late Saturday night and then the late Sunday night show. The late Saturday night one, John was talking to Mr. Kill Everything and Nasty Neil. And John asked those guys permission to bring Rob Saul on. And Rob Saul was
butthurt,
taken aback by that.
Okay.
And then Sunday night, he's talking to Keanu and Avariza. And I think Nasty Neil was on that time too. And again, he asked them if it was okay to bring Rob Saul on. And Rob Saul's like, dude, I'm your fucking right-hand man. Why are you asking them permission to do this shit? And so Clay Dabbler's on Twitter going, John, what the fuck? Where's the loyalty here? Rob's been by your side this whole time. Rob and I are the only two who are always sticking up for you. And now you're in bed with Keanu and Ava and Nasty Neil and all these characters. And, you know, Mr. Kill Everything is talking all this shit on Brennan's show about you. So these two are both like, seeing this as just like, we're the only loyal people to you. And you treat us like this, which is all so silly. None of it matters. But then Nasty Neil got in John's ear and said, no. Clay Dabbler's totally wrong about this. You actually asked Rob if it was okay to bring other people on Saturday night. And John goes, yeah, right. That's what I mean. These people don't fucking know the facts. They're not even watching the show. Fortunately, I am a documentarian when it comes to Stuttering John Melendez. We covered this on our show, our emergency show. And so let me remind you how this did actually go down, because John's going to bring this up a bunch, and he's wrong. He's wrong about this. And he was blackout drunk. But Nasty Neil told him things, so he's like, oh, that's the fact, because I wanted to believe it, so that must be what happened.
Are you okay with Rob Saul?
Yeah, I've chatted with Rob Saul a few times.
Rob, how are you?
I actually
Why are you
maker with Rob and Mr. Kill Everything.
Why are
I've called Rob Saul some words before, which I'm not going to repeat right
we
now.
all have.
I love it. All right. So that's where you just heard what actually happened. Are you guys okay with Rob Saul coming in? They're both like, oh, I've talked so much shit about that asshole. Both of them.
Yeah.
Nasty Neil, who's actually not all that nasty. It's just like, oh, yeah, I've had some choice words for that prick.
Kind of a sweet guy.
Yeah, right, yeah. Mr. Kill Everything is a sweetheart, according to John. But they both had a lot of horrible things to say. And I played this on our emergency show, but again, Rob was taken aback by this at the time on Saturday night. Kill Everything, and Rob Saul shows up. And guess who's offended about the way he's brought on to the show? That would be one Rob Saul, who's got a few words for John.
On his birthday?
And why are you asking permission to come on? I am numero uno here. Don't you got to check in with Mr. Kill Everything to make sure it's okay to bring me on?
Whoa, look at Rob.
No, I'm just telling John. I'm just telling John. It's like,
Rob.
yeah, I
I
called
don't
you
want to.
some,
I
words.
don't want to ambush anybody, Rob.
Okay. So I had to play those clips. I know how dumb this is. I am well aware. You can stop making that thread in the subreddit right now. I know how petty and dumb this is, but I just wanted to point out because John, everyone's making up lies about him, and he's a victim all the time. We're going to hear more about that coming up when Avariza joins the show. This is from his show yesterday that we're going to be looking at. But we just proved that both times he brought Rob on, he had to ask the people who were on's permission. It's okay if I bring Rob Saul on because Rob Saul is a toxic individual that everyone hates because all he does is spew hate because Rob's dad was gay and he got picked on for that and he's not over it. And also his wife left him for his cousin and he's not over that.
And his mom used to bathe them brothers both
and
together.
his mom used to bathe him and his brother and compliment his brother's penis size and make fun of his little button.
That would get to me too.
His little button dick that might be smaller than his dog's. I don't know. I'm not in the house.
Who can say? We're not scientists. We don't know.
Well, I'm not going to speculate about everything. I'm going to tell you I don't know things.
But speaking of not knowing things, back to John's complaint about Clay, he prefaced that his preamble was, "I can't keep up with all this."
Right.
And then he's giving Clay shit for not keeping up with shit.
Yep. Yep, no shit.
He did it himself. He goes, I can't tell who hates who, but you know that longtime loyal friend of mine? Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Right. So he's still upset about this as he brings Ava on to explain, woe is me.
I did ask Rob to come on, but he hasn't, so I guess he's still mad at me. Ava, I don't know what
Robbie.
No, but Ava, first of all, on the Saturday, I asked Rob if it was okay if I brought somebody in.
Yeah.
So, and then this time I asked you guys if it was okay. I'm trying to be the nice guy. I don't want to surprise anybody.
Did you bring that up to him yet?
Yeah.
Does he remember that? Because it literally happened the night before.
No, it did happen. Well, he must have known by now.
It's the exact opposite. But Nasty Neil told him a thing, so that's what he believes now. Okay. So I think this is very interesting, and Ava's going along with it. Yeah, of course. That's exactly how things went down. Also, this whole thing where he brings Rob on, and he asks the other people permission, well, there's a reason for that. It's because Rob hates Avariza. So Sunday night, Ava's on the show. John brings Rob in, and Rob just starts calling her a hairy man and calls her an it and all this shit. And, John's sitting there going, whoa, can't we all be friends? What's going on over here? I'm losing control. And Rob, I saw him on one of these shows say, listen, I don't hate trans people. I just hate Ava. It's like, well, then call out Ava. Don't just call out, like, being a hairy man, a non-person. That makes it seem like you don't like trans people. You're not doing a good job of this if you're singling out a single person you don't like.
Oh, yeah. When someone cuts me off in traffic, I rip on everything that they look like. And it's not right to do.
Yeah.
It should be, that's an asshole.
Right.
And leave it at that.
I also hate women when they're on the road.
Yes, those Japanese women.
I'm with you on that. And so this is all silly nonsense, and John is fired up about it.
Clay
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And then Nasty Neil said, John, you did it on Saturday. You asked Rob if it was okay on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, and then you have Clay Dabbler, who's fucking, give me shit on Twitter. It still irritates the shit out of me, Abba. Like, no, it does, because I didn't do anything.
I know. I think if Clay finds out that happened, then he'll understand. There's a bunch of shows that day, so maybe he didn't see that part because it was at the weigh-in. But
well, he didn't even watch that whole show. So I'm going, you didn't watch the whole show, and you're making these allegations? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Why is he so fired up about this? This is also stupid.
Someone's mad at him, and he's taking offense. Dude, you've had 60 years of never doing anything wrong.
I know, right? I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know. Why are people mad at me? I didn't do anything.
Why are you still surprised?
genuinely shocked every time.
Right.
Every single time.
It's incredible. So Clay was talking all sorts of shit about John on Twitter. So that was one of the that's one of the things that's really, eating John up alive. He's like, my good friends, Rob and Clay, and that chick I want to bang, Ashley. They're all mad at me. I can't figure out what's going
People
on
I've
here.
never met. I've never met any of them.
Yep, you're right. And so this is funny because Ava hates Rob Saul. And John's like, I stuck up for Rob when you were saying that he fucks dogs. I was saying he doesn't and all this stuff. And John, is a big champion of the LGBTQ community, as he tells us.
He's
all
always
the
been
time.
that way. Always.
It's always been that way since day one. And so I don't think he realizes what he's saying here.
I don't care your sexual preference, your sexual identity. I don't give a shit. We're all just humans trying to get through life and be happy.
For anyone that's accusing you of being anti-gay or anti-trans, I mean, you've been friends with Rob this whole time, and he's gay.
Okay, see, stop. But don't insult him.
I can't do that.
No, I don't want you to say that I allowed you on to bash him. Rob is not gay.
Okay, what is it? It's your rule.
He's not gay. He's not closeted. He doesn't have sex with dogs.
All right. So let's figure out what just happened here. Ava says, you obviously don't have a problem with gay people. You like Rob.
Right.
And he's gay. And John goes, why would you insult my friend like that? Yeah. You can't call him gay. Is John this stupid? I'm asking that, obviously. Yes. Okay, you can answer if you want.
Yes.
It's rhetorical.
He thinks he's to quote him, white knighting.
Right. Yes, he thinks he's white knighting. He's just like, don't call him gay. Like, John, you just said there's nothing wrong with being gay. So why was that a problem? It's so stupid.
What if Ava refers to him as a just do it? Is that okay?
That's fine, yes. Because of the way he talks. Obviously.
It's just because he talks funny.
Yeah, you can always make fun of someone for the way they talk and pronounce words. This is really what it all comes down to when it comes to John.
Like everyone, I did a birthday show and I got 3 people mad at me.
It's your birthday. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that's why I said on my show, I'm like, could anybody take themselves out of this and say, I'm trying to celebrate my 60th fucking birthday? Could you let me just invite everybody on and we all get along and have fun?
Yeah. John's like, why are they making it about them? I'm trying to make it about me.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one on the internet on my birthday.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot. I mean, he really does have this mentality, which is still shocking to me.
I know.
We're 8 years in on this.
Yeah.
And I'm still shocked that John is this childish. It's crazy.
Remember when Shuley was still working at Howard Stern and they took the show to L.A. and John was going to ambush them and make it all about him, but instead he was like, hold on. This is about Howard's big trip to L.A. and the new Sirius studios. I'm just going to bow out and let this be about that.
No, that's not what happened at all. Actually, he was hanging out in the alleyway with other whackpackers.
Oh, I see.
Trying to ambush people as they were going to the studio.
But he was sober and looked good, right?
No, actually, he was pretty drunk and slurred his words when he finally did get a chance to talk to Shuley. And he still plays that video over and over again as if that was an accomplishment.
Yep.
Well, it's not like he puts Pink Floyd to it, does he?
He actually did. Oh. Someone did for him. What I loved about this episode yesterday, because I was peeking in on it a little bit, John shows up with one of his new shirts, a Gulf of Mexico shirt. So I know it's a newer one. And he's always had a problem with his collars. It's been pointed out a lot by the Uncle Rico show, guys. Yes. This collar is really bothering him.
I got burned for it on Saturday because I sent it out to that dickhead mule who ended up giving the link to everybody. Which it's amazing why they do this.
He's looking at himself. He's going, oh, fuck, this looks like shit. So then I think we're about 16 minutes into the show, and he realizes that, this shirt is not working for me. People are definitely going to make fun of me for having this shitty collar.
I'm a big Saquon fan until he played golf with Trump, and this shirt's collar is irritating me. I think I might get a different shirt on. Hold on.
A few moments later.
Are you lonesome tonight?
I'm not enhancing this.
My other shirt was in the silverware drawer.
I'm just looking at my prop hate, my prop hate painting right here.
Oh, what
That's
an
the one
asshole!
I was talking about.
I'm looking at my prop hate painting.
And, I know people will goof on my painting ability, and I get it. I'm not a painter. I'm a stuttering
buffoon,
Retard.
idiot.
Loser. Sex pest.
Da Vinci, if you will. I'm sure
No,
there's some
that's
fun
not,
ones there.
that's not where any of us were going. Da Vinci. He was trying to think of an artist's name, and it took him 5 insults. 5 of our insults for him to figure one out. Holy shit. He sucks. One of the things that John likes to do, especially lately, is recreate history. And he loves to reset how things went down between him and me. And none of this is true. Absolutely none of this is true.
And as far as the Carla thing, I called him that because he came into my room as Carla.
Nope.
He could deny it now, just like he denies putting the MP3 in my book on.
Right.
But I saw it. My lawyer saw it. The book publisher saw it, and the Audible people saw it.
You should have taken a
also
screenshot.
saw the link there.
Should have taken a
Vegas Beer
screenshot.
Sells Jerry can corroborate that he had that link up.
Cool.
So that's just a load of horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he likes to deny things. But he did come in my room as Carla. He would come in as Carla and kept promoting WATP. Hence, that's where that came from. And then Moonhead, Vinnie Paulino, sent me that picture of him in the cowgirl outfit.
Was it a cowgirl outfit?
It is now.
That's how they dress, right? Out on the prairie.
I want to be a cowgirl, baby.
And, so then hence, the Lady K, but it has nothing to do with, being.
Hold on. I got to go back and look at the timeline. I was Lady Kmart at first.
Yes.
I still don't remember. I still don't understand why that was. But that was before the cow bikini, right?
I don't remember.
He's trying to say that I became Lady K because he saw me in a cow bikini. There was a consequence for the creep off. A photo that was posted on our Instagram and all over the internet because that was a consequence. It was a professional photographer that showed up. We had lighting and everything. It was a whole ordeal. It wasn't like he caught me in my closet like, whoa, just put on my cow bikini. Fuck.
Homophobic or transphobic is just because he was in a cowgirl costume, and
right.
And I had put that picture on, and Vinnie Paulino gave it to me. If he's gonna be mad at anybody, be mad at Moonhead. He's the one who gave it to me.
I'll give it to him.
I can show you the DM of when he gave it to me.
I can show you.
Joke's on you, John. We're always mad at Vinny.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's really the worst. All right, so John's like, I'm not homophobic or transphobic. I just call this guy a just do it. And I use words like Carla and Lady K when I describe them. Obviously, I don't have a problem with gender or sexual preference. I don't know where you're getting that. And when Ava comes on, John wants to show Ava that he's a champion for her community by bringing out his art piece again. Oh. And watch Ava's reaction to this. She doesn't seem all that impressed.
Because I'm not going to allow trans bashing on my fucking show.
Oh, well, it's okay with me. You don't need to do
Yeah, but it's not okay with me.
I understand that. Yeah, he didn't listen to you. He's such a hypocrite. That's wrong.
I did this painting in 2008, right? I know it's, I'm not a good artist, but it's Prop 8. This is when they were trying to ban same-sex marriage. And I had everybody's equal. And then on the bottom it says life, and it means love is for everyone. So to actually fucking, I'm pro LGBTQ plus since I was a kid.
Yeah, seriously.
LGBTQ plus.
The level of embarrassment he should feel after showing that painting and still proud of himself for the creativity he put into that.
And as if 2008 wasn't going back far enough, since I was a kid.
Since he was a kid, he was pro.
Is Ava gay? Like, I don't know what the fuck he's even talking about. We know... he's just putting it all together as this one other. Like, see, I like others.
Yep.
You're an other.
Yep.
Why aren't we on the same team now? I have
Right.
smelly feet.
It's all ponderous. That's the only word I can think of to describe John and whatever he's trying to describe to Ava, because I was just like, yeah, all right. So at the end of this podcast stream, I'm watching it, and I see John talk about how he's the best at ripping on people, and there's a reason for that.
Danny and I would say out of all our friends, are the best ball busters.
like, because we've been doing it. Danny, Pat, and I would lie in bed. You know, I would sleep over his house, and we would just goof on each other's mothers. Remember that, Dan? You know, so as soon as you made one person laugh, then you would lose. So you would just keep, each guy had like 2 or 3 minutes goofing on someone's mother, and then as soon as you got a laugh from the guy you're goofing on, you know, then you would be like out, and then it would be the.
So John was really funny when he was 12 and busting his buddy's balls about his buddy's mom. So I saw that and I decided to Adam Bush it. I get in the chat, and I didn't even send a super chat, Adam. This is very much an Adam Bush move. All I did was put in a free chat with everybody else who's in there chatting, and John sees it, and boy, does this trigger Mr. Melendez.
Oh, if this is the real Snaggletooth. Here, this is funny. So my best memories are from childhood? No, not really. They were great memories, though. How about you? What's your best memories from?
Today's show.
I know. I don't talk about memories from when I was 12 often enough on this show. That's what people are looking for. I read the feedback. Yeah, but Carl, what did you do when you were 12? I'm like, I'll get to it. Relax. We'll get there eventually. So then John takes this opportunity to really stick it to me. And John confuses memories for resume.
Oh,
yes,
I know where we're going. Okay.
Yep, the list, the accomplishments, the credits are all going to come out to really stick it to me.
Please tell me. I'm curious because I have memories from the Stern Show. Oh, that's right. You were never on that. I have memories from the Tonight Show. Oh, that's right. You were never on that either. I have great memories from being signed to Atlantic Records and having an MTV video and having song played all this. Oh, yeah, you don't have those memories either. Oh, I also have another memory, a great memory of getting signed again to another record. Oh, you don't have that memory either. Oh, I also have a great memory of selling movies to National Lampoon starring. Oh, you don't have that either. Shut the fuck up. How many? Man, you set yourself up for some real embarrassment, didn't you?
I thought you had triggered him, but he proved you wrong.
Yeah. He really got flustered on that one. And he just goes through his resume. Something that we're all familiar with. And none of those were memories.
Nope.
He could have said, when I was on the Stern Show and Howard and I went out to dinner with Ozzy Osbourne.
There you go.
I have a better recollection of his good memories than he does.
I know.
Some people like to say when their children were born or things like that.
You notice that there was something that he missed there, because I have very fond memories of spending time with family, even recent memories, spending time with family. And John didn't mention any of that. But he's not done yet, so let's see. Maybe he will redeem himself here.
What a dumb fuck. Holy shit.
You were on the #1 radio show.
Doesn't matter.
I'm the announcer for the #1 late show franchise.
As Dee Snider once said, John, you have had a charmed life. I have memories from. I pranked Donald Trump. I made global news. Yeah. I mean, people still talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you still wake up every day and you're like, what do I do now?
Yeah, the Pro Football Arm Wrestling Championship. That wasn't that long ago, you dickhead.
That drives people like Carl crazy because they're
3 2-hour specials on CBS. You have never been on a network ever.
It's too bad, because that was my goal in life. I mean, Ava got me good right there. That is all I worry about, is John doing things that I didn't do. I can't get over it.
Well, I know I'm jealous that John gets to wake up every morning and look at the day and go, whatever.
That was impressive.
Who's going to bully me today?
I was surprised, Adam, to your point. There was a super chat that came in, because John ended his stream almost immediately after this. He never got to the super chat that came in that said, what about memories of your children? Spending time with your children, the day they were born, things like that. That never even occurred to him. He goes, memories?
Well, yeah.
I was on the Stern
Show. It's been so long. Wasn't it Cumia who said he'd give him $100 to produce a text or a card wishing him a happy birthday from his kids? And you know he would have loved to get that honey.
Oh, yeah. The hundy. Right. So John brought up the Pro Football Arm Wrestling Championship as one of his big memories and a big way to stick it to me. I have amazing news. General GK, he's a guy who's been following the show for a long time. We see him in the chat and stuff. He messaged me. He goes, Carl, I heard you say you want to find these episodes from CBS. I'm gonna find him for you. And I went, that'd be awesome, man. See what you can do. And he wrote me just today, just a couple of hours ago. And he said, I couldn't find anything. I thought I hit a dead end. And then finally, the director of rights and clearances at CBS sent him all 3 episodes, broadcast quality episodes. I have them all. I have all 3 episodes of the Pro Football Arm Wrestling Championships that were written, produced, starring John Melendez.
Head writer.
This is unbelievable.
I'm getting choked up.
I know. And then as soon as General GK, I wrote him back. I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. He goes, I should have made you and Shuli bid against each other. I'm like, yeah, you fucked up.
You fucked up.
You done fucked up, boy. Because I'm just going to take these guys. No, seriously, I'm very excited about this. Yes. We have a lot to go through. And figure, look at Adam.
I'm overwhelmed.
I know.
Thank you, General.
I know. I was overwhelmed too. I was like, yes, we keep getting all this awesome archival shit with Stuttering John, and I couldn't be happier about it. So thank you, everybody who's been doing that. The other saga that's going on in John's life is that Anthony Cumia has been talking all sorts of crazy shit about him, saying that he drives drunk every day. He said that he essayed a woman in Vegas when he was there with the Stern show. Mm-hmm. He's been saying a lot of crazy shit. And so John has responded by saying that he is going to likely have to sue Anthony for defamation or slander or something like that. And so Anthony came on his show recently and responded to that.
I was just watching a little of Stuttering John there. He's just off his rocker now. Now he's just crazy. I think he's going to sue me. What are you going to do? I was on Shuli's show over the weekend, and, obviously John makes these accusations constantly. For someone so attached to the LGBTQ community, he certainly makes a lot of jokes about people being gay as an insult, And, obviously he's made some...
No, I said Rob Saul's not gay.
Some accusations about me being a... and all the usual Reddit things from years and years and years ago.
Yeah, I'll just point out, one of the reasons why I played the clip where he's talking about me is that he accused me of posting his book on my Patreon. He accused me of going into his chat as Carla. Mm-hmm. He makes up all of these things that I didn't do and states them as fact. And says I'm lying when I say that those things didn't happen, which is slanderous.
Yes.
It's making shit up that's not true about someone. Lucky for John, I'm a public figure, and I know that he can say anything he fucking wants about me, and there's nothing I can do about it. John's an idiot.
For some reason, he thinks Missy is my brother's girlfriend's daughter. And he says that and stuff. So, I was on Shuli's show and just, pulled all the stops out and made a bunch of accusations. And he's going to sue me for it. So what are you going to do? I won't even get a lawyer. I'll just go. I'll just show up in court and be like, yeah, it's a comedy show. I was parodying what he does, which is get on and yell and make accusations. If anyone thinks the court is going to start pursuing podcasts for things like slander, good luck with that. Bring the case. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Bring the case. Try to get a slander settlement or decision in a court between two, supposedly comedy podcasts. John's, I don't know what it is. It is comedy, but I don't think he means it to be when it is. Like Howard said, he's funny when he's not trying to be funny. When he is trying to be funny, he's just incredibly unfunny.
I've noticed that too, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't think Anthony's taking this seriously. I don't think John's going to have a case for this. When Anthony's obviously exaggerating and making jokes about it. And also, there's the whole thing with John's reputation. It's the Lenny Dykstra effect.
Yes.
It's hard to harm someone's reputation who gets wasted drunk all weekend on his stream. But Anthony goes on about this.
But you want to do that, John? You're in the middle of a lawsuit right now. In the middle of a big lawsuit right now. And John's broke. He's got no money. The guy is broke. His mommy pays his bills. His mommy owns his house. Everything, every day, something else is getting shut off around his house.
Keep running your mouth, Pocky. He's adding this to the list. He's calling his attorney right now. No, he's saying my mom buys all my stuff.
Everything, every day, something else is getting shut off around his house. His electricity, his internet. He didn't have car insurance. His license was suspended. And of course, it's everyone else's fault. It's never John's fault. So he's, in the middle of this big lawsuit with Who Are These Podcasts and Uncle Rico. So I don't know, John. I don't know if you're ready to file another one. Look at you. Parlaying. He's parlaying these lawsuits, hoping the big payoff comes at the end.
Yep.
Good luck. Good luck. Shuley and Carl, Dr. Steve set up a GoFundMe for them. And I think it's already got $30,000 in no time.
Thank you.
For their defense against this frivolous, dumb StutJo lawsuit. I won't need a GoFundMe, but if Dr. Steve sets one up, I think he'll see even more than 30,000 in a couple of days pretty quickly. But I beg you, don't even do that. Don't set anything up like that. I could take care of it. I got a suit and a tie. I'll just go into court and be like, he's retarded. This lawsuit is insane. And, you want to start suing podcasts because they're making fun of another podcaster, you're going to have a very, very busy judicial system. So I welcome it, though, John. Go ahead. Sue away. Sue away.
Balls in your court, John. And John's been talking a lot lately about whenever Anthony gets brought up. Like, I think Vince, the lawyer, was calling John on the phone the other day and texting him. He's like, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. My attorney told me not to talk about it. So John is either threatening or is actually pursuing some type of lawsuit against Anthony, which is just another rake. And a long line of rakes.
Who are these podcasts?